In this conversation between myself, Dr. Akhu, and Dr. Maat, we are talking about introducing the concept of spirit to our children. Greetings, Dr. Maat.
Greetings, Dr. Akhu. So today we're going to talk about how we introduce our children to spirit. How do we talk about and introduce the concept of spirit to our children?
Okay, well, I'll get started with that. I talk about it with my 9-year-old daughter I introduce it by talking explicitly about spirit and spiritual concepts with her. My understanding of spirit and how it connects us to the universe, divine, all things. I explicitly, explain that to her as things come up, as we're talking in the car, as we're driving, as we're around the house. She also gets opportunities to watch, to hear and watch her father and I as we talk about spirit explicitly. One of the things in our family, one of the things that we do when things are not quite going well is we talk about changing the energy. And that's kind of our anchor term to remind us to get reconnected to spirit, and that through spirit, things can shift and change in a different direction. And so she overhears us saying that kind of thing to each other and talking about what things mean spiritually as we are discussing various events or challenges. And so she is sometimes an active part of the conversation, but often it's just in the area, in the car, at the table as we are having those kinds of conversations. So she gets that kind of exposure.
Right. And so by spirit, you're meaning the unseen divine essence, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the unseen divine essence, but also, as I define it, that connection that we have to the divine, to everything and all things.
Yeah, I just wanted to sort of point that out or get emphasis, because I think for both of us, how we personally operate and how we operate with clients is around having a definition for spirit, our own definition, but then helping people find that definition for themselves, right? Yeah. One that as they understand it. How do you define spirit as you understand it? Mm-hmm. And with our children, I think that's a part of what we are seeking to cultivate, right? So for me, also talking with my 7-year-old son about spirit and how I define it is an important way of introducing things to him. We have a daily ritual or daily practice of, in the morning, lighting a candle and giving thanks, acknowledging the things that we are thankful for. And that is a way where he talks with a higher power, with God, with spirit, that helps foster the connection for him. Mm-hmm. We also spend time with community at times. I participate in community of people who practice yoga and Egyptian ancient Kemetic traditions around yoga, and through attending conferences and events. That is another way of exposing him and getting him to be around people and things that are talking about spirit in these very explicit ways. Every year at the annual conference we go to, he participates in the play, and so it's getting indoctrinated in those things. There are probably many tools and resources that we could talk about, and this is, I think, a wonderful topic that really is about the emphasis we want to share in terms of being mystic mommies. So perhaps we could, maybe spend some other sessions talking about the ways in which we introduce meditation to our children, because I know we both do that as well.
Yes.
So anything else you'd like to share or say about introducing spirit to your child?
Not today, but I definitely think we have a lot more that we will eventually share about introducing spirit to our children, and the fact that both of our children have been to the Association of Black Psychologists Conference.
Yes.
And that has had, I'm sure, also been had some effect on them as they have been introduced to not only spirituality, but Black psychology.
Yes. So with that, I say heads up. Peace.
Peace.
For more information about us and what we do, please visit drakhu.com, DRAKHU.com, and the Center for Spirit.com, Center, the number 4, Spirit.com.